If you feel exhausted every day, despite doing nothing physically demanding, your brain is running 50 background applications at once. If that sounds like what you're going through right now, I need you to hear this. You aren't lazy, you aren't unmotivated, and you aren't running out of talent. On paper, you have everything under control. You hit your deadlines, solve complex problems, and give everyone around you advice that actually works. But behind closed doors, a silent, invisible exhaustion is slowly eroding your mind. Chapter 1: Why High IQ Leads to Quiet Burnout. This isn't ordinary burnout. You aren't crashing with a dramatic breakdown. Instead, your mind is operating in a state of quiet burnout, a slow, hidden leakage of mental energy that relied on high IQ to carry you through. But over time, a hidden trap was being set, while your raw processing power was off the charts. So, what happens when life becomes too complex for sheer intellect alone to fix? An invisible friction begins. Your brain tries to solve every mundane life task using pure, high-octane cognitive power. Choosing what to cook, replying to a simple text, or deciding when to rest becomes as mentally taxing as solving a differential equation. You are using a high-powered supercomputer to perform the job of a simple light switch. Chapter 2: The 50 background apps running in your mind. Notice how your mind never truly turns off. Even when you are lying in bed, trying to sleep, your analytical brain is constantly running background simulations, anticipating potential problems, analyzing past conversations, and scanning for future threats. You aren't just living in the present moment. You are mentally managing 10 different parallel universes at once. These constant simulations create invisible cognitive energy leaks. Imagine leaving 50 heavy applications open on your phone simultaneously. Even if you aren't actively using them, the battery drains in the background. By 3 p.m., you haven't done anything physically demanding, yet your brain feels completely fried. You wonder why you feel so drained when you haven't even left your desk. It's not physical fatigue, it's cognitive drain from simulations you didn't even realize you were running. Forcing a high burnout brain into a rigid system only creates more resistance. Chapter 3: The Two-Step Reset Protocol. What an overburdened mind actually needs is not more management, but a silent psychological reset protocol. First, you must create non-analytical spaces in your day. Smart minds burn out because every single action is evaluated, judged, and measured. To break this loop, engage in activities where performance is completely impossible to measure, like taking a walk without headphones, staring at moving water, or doing manual tasks without trying to optimize them. When there is nothing to analyze, the background simulations finally shut down. Second, stop using high-level intelligence to solve simple friction. Remove the mental debate entirely. When routine decisions are automated, your executive function recovers its lost bandwidth. Quiet burnout isn't a sign that your mind is failing. It is proof that you have been carrying a massive cognitive load using raw willpower for far too long. The engine isn't broken, it's just tired of running constantly in the background. You don't need to work harder, and you don't need to fix who you are. You simply need to stop treating your mind like a machine that never needs to rest. Because the ultimate test of intelligence isn't how much mental weight you can carry, it's knowing when to finally put it down.